Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
2019 is off to a teeth-chattering, face-numbing start. Temperatures are in the single digits for much of the day. Won't be any better tonight. Good evening, and thanks for watching Denver 7. I'm Ann Trujillo. The sun that made today bearable has gone down for the night and left us with bone-chilling cold. Visibility is also expected to be poor through tomorrow. Denver 7's Katie LaSalle joins us. And Katie, even for January, these temps are below normal.
Yes, well below normal. Happy New Year, everyone. 2019 off to a very, very cold start. We only hit the low teens in Denver this afternoon. Here are your headlines for tonight. It's going to be cold once again into early tomorrow morning. Our temperatures will dip down to the single digits. Sunshine, dry conditions, and milder weather returns tomorrow, and then we'll be back in the 50s by the end of the week. So as we go throughout tonight, our temperatures will drop to around 7 degrees in Denver, up into the mountains, well below zero in terms of our readings, and highs tomorrow we're looking at gradually climbing back to the low 40s across the Front Range and Plains. We're looking at a high of 40 in Denver and then out to the airport as well. And then as we look through our 7-day forecast, by Thursday 51 degrees, a lot milder by the end of the week. Friday 57 and dry under a partly cloudy sky for the weekend.
Katie, thank you. And as the temperature drops, the risk of fire can rise. 2 dogs were able to escape today as this home on 160th and Havana in Brighton burned. The owners were not home at the time, and despite reports of an explosion in the garage, the cause is still being investigated. And tonight, one of our state's busiest fire departments has even more ground to cover. South Metro now officially serves Littleton and Highlands Ranch. Voters approved the change in both communities, and this is a massive undertaking, especially considering the 2 most destructive fires we've seen in the last couple of months have been in that part of the metro. Denver 7's Jennifer Kovaleski has more on the merger.
Littleton Fire Rescue out of service and back in service to South Metro Fire Rescue.
And with that, it became official. Littleton Fire Rescue is now South Metro Fire.
In the coming weeks, the trucks are going to be relabeled as South Metro Fire Rescue.
A mega fire district merger, making South Metro the 2nd largest firefighting force in the state, with 29 fire stations, serving 500,000 people across 13 cities.
One of only 9 fire departments in the world, serving more than 500,000 people.
But is bigger better?
When you call 911 today, you're still getting the same service that you've always gotten.
Eric Hurst with South Metro Fire says yes, and here's why. He says through this merger, they're adding more firefighters, increasing efficiency, and lowering operating costs. And now when an emergency call comes in, the closest fire truck goes, not the one with jurisdiction, which in the past could have been farther away.
That equals better response times.
Hurst also said South Metro Fire brings with it a higher insurance rating, a distinction that will save Littleton and Highlands Ranch residents money in home insurance costs.
It's a phone call to their insurance agent to ask what difference is that going to make for them. For the Littleton firefighters, this was kind of a bittersweet morning for them. 2 years in the making to get to where we are today with this unification.
That was Jennifer Kovaleski. And now, this is new this year, full-strength beer is on grocery store and convenience store shelves across Colorado. Gone are the days of picking up a 6-pack at a liquor store. Tonight, you can grab them along with milk and bread. Shoppers we spoke with say this has been a long time coming.
Damn right, I'm just going to come here. We don't have to run around anymore. You know, when you get old, you don't want to run around everywhere, right? So, convenience is everything.
Well, as you might imagine, liquor stores are not exactly thrilled with this change. Some tell us they could lose as much as 20% of their business. So as a sort of consolation prize, they will be allowed to carry more food items, meaning you can pick up cheese with your wine all in the same location. And Colorado's minimum wage rose to $11.10 overnight. That's up from $10.20. 22 states in all raised their minimum wage today, benefiting around 17 million workers. And DIA is slammed tonight, but seems to have settled down a bit from an intense start this morning. What caused the chaos is unclear, but the airport tells us the new year started off in a sort of frenzy. Some passengers even missed their flights.
It was good. We lost a bag, but we found it. It was fine. We did well. It's been pretty smooth sailing. We did actually miss our flight.
DIA expects 1.25 million people will pass through its gates from the day after Christmas through tonight, I should say, and that makes it the 6th busiest airport in the country. And shut down or not, Rocky Mountain National Park is still technically open tonight. It's just a little less organized than you might expect. The park has started closing restrooms and locking up trash bins because of human waste. And that's about all they can do right now with the government on lockdown. Employees are restricted from doing much work. That includes plowing the roads following our recent snow. And the search for 5 apparently stolen goats has taken hold of social media. Five Fridges Farm in Wheat Ridge put out a public call for help finding its herd, and the response has been overwhelming. Denver 7's Jackie Cray went to find out what all the fuss was about and ended up herself joining the search.
Todd, do you want to do 11?
Sure. The cold didn't keep them from searching on foot.
We are in the city. We're not in our normal off-road four-wheel drive environment.
Or by car.
Well, we've got a report of 5 goats that have gone missing.
When Five Fridges farm owner Amanda Weaver went to check on her goats the other morning, staying on this open space along Kipling.
And I just kept talking to them and nobody came out.
She noticed the locked gate had been broken.
Then I realized they were gone. I was pretty panicked. It's confusing, it's upsetting. Goats are like family.
Weaver has raised the goats since they were billies, and they actually work for the city in a way, grazing on different properties half of the year. So plenty of people recognize them and even check on them.
And just making sure they're cared for, and it's just amazing how people care for these guys.
Like the Colorado 4x4 rescue and recovery team who spent their New Year's Day searching.
Need to cover a lot of distance in a short amount of time.
We're starting in the northwest region.
I've pretty much ruled out a goat doing this, that somebody took the goats, in which case you're looking in backyards or horse properties.
Wheat Ridge police are investigating while it seems the entire town is hoping for the best.
They're sort of Wheat Ridge pets, and I miss them. Yeah, I just want to see them come home safely.
In Wheat Ridge, Jackie Cray, Denver 7.
And this has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thanks for joining us. Check back here later tonight for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Ann Trujillo.